What up, Dr. Fat? Jason, how's it going? Welcome to the stream, guys. Whoops. Better turn down the audio. Anyway, yeah, we are going to be doing another Ultimate Admiral hard difficulty campaign. This time we finished the Germans the last time, so now we are going back and doing the British campaign all the way through. We are on 1900, so we're going to be starting with basically awful ships, but we're going to try to win this. So buckle up. It's going to be a fun one. What up, Infinite Thomas? Appreciate you guys dropping in. Let's get right into it. You guys know it takes a little while for me to get these campaigns started because I got to design my fleet and all of that, so keep that in mind. But we are going to get right into it. What up, Zach? How's it going? Hope everybody's having a good weekend so far. Alright, so first things first. Wait, what? No! Leave. Exit. Why did that happen? New campaign. 1900. Ah! I forgot this. Create own. Here we go. I was like, wait. No! I refuse. I refuse to let the AI build my ships. Okay? But yeah, so 1900 British campaign against historical AI, in theory, even though we all know that historical can breed some ridiculous designs. But we're going to create our own fleet. Hope everybody's staying warm out there. I know it's been pretty chilly here in Ohio. Pretty chilly. I think the high today got up to like 20 degrees. Alright, so here we go. So the Germans have 6 battleships, 12 heavy cruisers, 16 light cruisers, 12 DDs, and 12 torpedo boats. So we need to be able to combat this. And I think one thing that we did learn from our previous campaigns is that we have to have some sort of ability to have something to counter these smaller vessels early on in the career. As you get better and better, like fire control, the battleships can pretty much handle pretty much everything with heavy cruisers. Good heavy cruisers can as well. Now, first things first, they have 6 battleships, 12 heavy cruisers, 16 light cruisers. So we're going to be trying to build ships based off of that. So finances first and foremost. I would start building this, but I honestly don't think we're going to. Because this is going to cost us money. And we're not going to end up having a campaign last long enough for this to even come into play. So we're just going to leave it. But we are going to bump everything all the way up to maximum. And that gives us $231 million to build our ships. Now let's look at research. What are we looking at? We've got some new turret mechanisms coming up soon. Big guns are actually very soon. But I don't really have anything there. I'm going to go for rangefinders. Get this up and running. Again, I don't anticipate our campaign lasting long enough for any of this to really matter. So we'll see. But let's go ahead and design our first ship. We're going to definitely be building a battleship of some sort. Now, obviously, this is the 1900 campaign. So we can build up to 18,500. 18,200. Because that's the maximum size that the shipyard can build. So looks like that's pretty much where we're stuck. We're going to have the speed all the way down. We're going to turn the range down as well. We are going to go with maximum bulkheads. We are going to turn the spacious crew quarters. Coal. We may end up going induced, but I don't think we'll need to. Multiple expansion engine is going to help lower some of the weight. Also, sounded like somebody just subscribed to the channel. So let me just double check, see who that is real quick. Thomas Vanderberg has subscribed to the channel. Much appreciated, my dude. Welcome. So I put my freaking face cam like right center of my thing. So if you see me look around, I'm literally trying to see what's at the bottom of my screen behind my face cam. So I apologize for that. But appreciate everybody dropping in. Hopefully you guys are going to have a good time. Mark, Azuma in here as well. King Swag. Tyler. Appreciate. Vacton as well. All right, so steering we're going to keep as Steam for now. We're going to go with a better armor. Torpedo protection, definitely going to be a thing that we're going to have to make sure that we have. Because I have a tendency to forget about torpedoes. But reinforced bulkheads, good anti-flooding, and a better citadel. And now we can look at main tower. We're going to go with the best main tower that we can. We're going to go with the best rear tower that we can. And then, of course, for stack, we can only get one type of stack. So we'll put that in there. And you can see that that gives us 40% engine efficiency. So we would need 2. That gives us 80. That gets rid of most of the downside of the negatives. So we'll keep that way. Alright, so next we got to look at main guns. If we go centerline guns, you can see the biggest guns we could get be 13-inch guns. But they're pretty heavy. They've got really long reload times. Do we really want to go with 13-inch gun? Now, here's the thing. We can only do dual barrel tech maximum. And we only have enough room for like 2 turrets. So going with the 13-inch gun's probably not the worst idea. Sure, it's going to be heavy. Or we could save ourselves like 180 tons. 140 tons. By going, so that would be 280 tons total. So maybe we do that and we put the tonnage into armor. But these do reload quite a bit quicker, the 12-inch guns. And at the ranges that we're going to be fighting, like the accuracy is much better on these 12-inch guns. These are Mark II guns. Well, they're both supposedly Mark IIs, but the accuracy is just better on the 12-inch guns. So I think we're going to go with 12-inch gun, dual barrels, and throw one at the front, one at the rear. Doesn't give us a whole lot, if we're honest. It's not a lot of firepower, but there's no real room on this ship for any other main guns. So that's pretty much what we got to stick with. I mean, the other way you could do this, potentially, if you wanted to, would be to maybe go with, like, wing turrets instead of centerline turrets. And then that would allow you to get 4 guns over the bow and 4 guns over the stern. But they wouldn't be able to rotate very well. At least I don't think. So, like, if we go... I'll show you what I'm talking about. So if we go with side guns, we go with the same 12-inch guns. And we mount these there. Yeah, you can see they can only look forward. They can't rotate to look over the side. So effectively, you're screwing yourself over if you do that. You're wasting a lot of weight for no real extra. I mean, you could stay bow in and you'd have 4 guns over the bow, but at the end of the day, it's not going to help a whole lot. So this is what we're going to go with. For secondaries, though, casemates, we don't really get casemates on this thing. I guess you can throw some 3-inch casemates in here. So we'll do that, because I don't like to leave casemates unused if they're there. So we'll throw those 3-inch casemates in. I would like some secondaries, though. And torpedo launchers, like we could go with underwater torpedo tubes. You can see you can put, 4 tubes on this thing. 1 on either side, 1 on front and back. We're not going to do that. Because, honestly, with the range that you're able to use these torpedoes, I just don't like them. So, we're going to go with secondaries. We're going to look at probably 4-inch secondaries. These are relatively light compared to, obviously, these. These are extremely heavy. So you can put more of these on without affecting your weight as much. So if we went with full 3-inch complement of secondaries, which may not be the worst thing in the world, Like, that's 6.7 tons of turret. We could literally put almost 2 of these turrets on per every one of these. And if we look, these can penetrate at 1,000 meters. Okay, what is the range? Range is 5.7, range is 4.6. So these have slightly longer range. And slightly better penetration overall, but not that crazy. So I think we go with the 3-inch. I'm going to go with the 3-inch guns here. And we're just going to put these everywhere. Everywhere. Okay, so that gives us 5 double turrets. That's 10 3-inch guns plus the 3-inch casemates that we have. That is a lot of secondary firepower. That is a lot. So hopefully that'll help keep us relatively protected from small ships while the main guns are reloading. Okay. Also, we need to add our barbette armor because I always seem to forget that. So let's go ahead and do that now while we're thinking about it. We can throw a rangefinder, but it is a coincidence rangefinder. So that's the lowest tech that we can get. Or that's the only tech that we can get there. I like to use heavy shells or super heavy shells whenever possible. And also, I like using better powder. So could go with white powder here, which increases gun range and base accuracy. Or we could go with ballistite, which gives us even more range, but less base accuracy. So I think we go with white powder here. Because again, my goal is to be able to hit the target. That's the goal. So we've got black powder here, which is what it is. And if we go with gun cotton, that's going to increase the shell damage and HE shell damage and fire chance. It's going to cost a little bit more. It's going to increase our chance of detonations, but that's why we have armor. So we're gonna take that risk. So we're gonna go with gun cotton. All right. So with that, I honestly think that this thing's pretty well suited. We just gotta armor it up now. So we have 12-inch guns, so we need at least 12 inches of belt armor. That's the general rule of thumb, is you have 1 inch of armor for every inch of gun, right? Just as a general rule to protect yourself against yourself. So if we go with 12 inches, we should be solid there. Now, for forward belt, since we generally go at the enemy, we do definitely want a little bit better forward belt protection. So if we can take this up, if we go like 10 inches at the front, obviously that's causing a weight offset. So we're going to add some aft belt protection as well. Go 10 inches at the rear. So we have 10 inches, 10 inches, and 12 inches. So we should be pretty well protected as long as we stay angled. Now, for deck armor, we generally skip deck armor for the most part. But we have some weight to play with. Now, there's a couple things that we could do here. We could get rid of more deck armor, which is probably what I'm going to do, because that'll save us a lot of weight, which allows us to make this thing faster. Because we don't want to be 16 knots, okay? So we're going to do that. So we take the main deck down to like 1 inch. We take the forward deck down to like 1/2 inch. And we take the aft deck down to like 1/2 inch. And that gives us just under, or just around 900 tons to play with. And we should be able to make this thing a little bit faster. So we're just going to watch the slider as we go up in speed. Oh, too far. So if we go 20 knots gives us just roughly there. Let's go 20.5 knots. Yeah, let's go 20.7. That gives us 10 tons to play with. Okay, well, I think that's pretty much all we got. Everything else, now that we've increased that, our engine efficiency has taken a crap. So let's go with induced boilers. That does increase our weight a little bit, but that gives us better engine efficiency. So if we drop this down to just 20 knots, okay, that's very close. That's only 11 tons off, so that's probably about as good as we do. So we haven't lost that much speed. We have 100% of engine efficiency, so there's that. Can we drop one of these? No, not quite. Not quite. Okay, so we have a slight 4-weight offset. I'm going to try to move these stacks back a little bit to help with the weight offset. God darn it. I hate that. Okay, so we need to put a casemate back in. 3-inch casemate. Boom. I hate when you do that. Okay, so now we take this and we slide this back. It gives us a 1.6% weight offset. We have a very good pitch and roll for a ship that I've built. This is like fantastic. So we'll take that. I could slide this back a hair. It's going to mean that we don't have very good, like, firing angles over the sides of the ship, unfortunately. As you guys can see, that it's only going to be able to fire out to this. So it's going to be a little bit cramped. We could potentially move this a little further back to help again with that weight offset. I don't like glitching through the breakwater, but, you know, it is what it is. I think we can also move this tower back just a little bit here. So if we do something like that, it gives us a 0.4. Yeah, 0.4. I think that's about as good as we're going to get. So secondaries, if we go with another 3-inch gun, that's 6.7 tons. That would put us overweight if we put 2 of these on. So I don't think so. I think that's it. I think that's it, guys. Go ahead, give me a name. What you guys got for me? Ah, crap. Dadgummit. There we go. What up, Sakura? How's it going? Fallen as well. Appreciate everybody dropping in. Uncle Brada. HMS Oops. Yeah, up until the end of World War II, the British had the strongest navy in the world for a very long time. You're correct. But we took over after World War II and during World War II. The Americans took over, and now we've had the strongest navy in the world for ever, since World War II. Got the Thunderer, Victory, kind of like Victory class. Yeah, let's call it the Victory class. Let's go with it. I like the Victory class. We don't have to add HMS because it'll do that on its own. But yeah, we'll call it Victory. All right. So that is our design for a battleship. It's a pretty solid design. Actually, we might be able to get away with popping this up. Nope, I lied. I lied. So it looks like that's about as good as we're going to get. So save the design. And exit. Alright, so if we go back here, they have 6 battleships. We want at least 6 battleships. Not that we can't take on their battleships, but we use our battleships, we lean on our battleships a little harder. So we also have 231 million to think about. So these cost 13 million apiece. So if we build ships, and we build 6 of these, that's going to be 79 million. So I think we're going to build 7 of them, just to have one more battleship than the British, or than the Germans. So we'll do that. And then if we select all of these together, we can set these to sea control. I love that that's a thing. And then I can also go over here and set the ports. We want to be on east and southern. So put one in Dover, one in Portsmouth, one at Plymouth, and then of course the rest is going to have to be east. So Yarmouth, Hull, Sunderland, and I guess we'll go with New Haven as well. So each of these ports, and again, we're trying to focus our firepower towards the east, because that's where Germany's at. So makes sense, right? But yep, that's our battleship. So let's go back and design a new design. We are going to build. Let's look at our armored cruiser hulls. So if we go with a heavy cruiser, you can see that there's not a whole lot of room here for guns and all of that. Like, you get some good casemates, I guess. There's quite a few casemates there. But there's not a lot of room here for anything. You can put your front tower here, your rear tower there. You put your funnels in the middle. One gun, basically, either side. So, not thinking that armored cruiser is going to be the way we go. We could go with, like, a semi-armored cruiser. But, again, I don't think that's going to be a good idea. Just based on what we can do. We can actually build a light cruiser that can do pretty much everything. And so that's, I think, where we're going to go. So if we go with a light cruiser, and we do the best, obviously, that we can. So, rear tower. Funnels. Again, throw a couple of these in here for good measure. Probably going to need at least 3 stacks. Because I intend to have decently quick. So if we just say 25 knots is what we're expecting out of this thing, we'll drop the range down to the 10,000. Spacious cruise quarters as always. We are going to go with the induced boilers. That gives us 81.9. Am I not good at this? Or like, I've done this once or twice, basically, is what I'm saying. Like, if we hit the 80, I like to at least get to 80% engine efficiency. Because that gets rid of a lot of your debuffs. So, if we get to 80, I'm solid. Okay, so now we want to look at guns and how we're gonna outfit this thing. So you can see there's a giant difference between a 7-inch gun and a 4-inch gun. 8.9 tons per turret versus 51 tons per turret. Okay, these are all going to affect our pitch and roll heavily because unlike our battleships, we're not going to be using centerline guns here. We are actually going to end up using wing turrets. So we're gonna be having a good time, which also means we're gonna probably be moving this stack up there, this stack in between, and this stack in between. That way our guns can be in this area right here. Okay, so let's look at that. We're gonna go with. I want to have at least 5-inch guns. I know they're heavy. Like, we could get 2 of these 4-inch guns for every 5-inch gun that we place, which is a huge deal. And at the end of the day, reload time 17 versus 12. So we've got almost 18 seconds versus 12. So it's 6 seconds faster. The penetration is a little worse, but we could probably outfit that with, or supplement that with heavy shells. So if we go with 4-inch guns, and we do something like this. You can see we get a lot of firepower for our weight. We might actually try to go with... we can't actually do that. Okay. Never mind. Okay, so we'll just put that out there a little bit. But this gives us a what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 gun broadside on either side of the ship. And then on top of that, some of these guns are going to be able to sneak through at specific angles and be able to shoot at other targets. So there's that. We have a slight aft weight offset, but honestly, it's basically nothing. So we're not too worried about that. May try to, like, maybe slide this forward a hair. And then do the same here. That's going to cut our gun firing angles down. Like, they're not going to be able to shoot this way now. But it shouldn't be that big a deal. Could also move this tower forward a little bit. So if we do that, that doesn't affect their rotation at all. So that's good. And do we get torpedo launchers? Just underwater torps, and we don't use those. Okay, there are casemates. So let's look at 3-inch casemates, or 5.1 tons. So we'll throw those in. And we still have quite a bit of armor that we can use. Now we are going to go ahead and do all of these things as well. So we're going to be using Krupp armor. Double hull bottom is going to give us some more survivability. Reinforced bulkheads, anti-flooding, and a good citadel. We are going to be shooting heavy shells. We're going to be using white powder and gun cotton. Standard reloading, we got coincidence, rangefinder. Multi-expansion engine gives us slightly better engine efficiency. Okay. What else? I mean, from here, I guess we go with our armor, right? We don't have barbettes, so we don't have to worry about that. So yeah, I guess it comes down to armor, and I think we can actually max this out. If we go like 6 inches. Yeah, that gives us the best belt. We can go like inch there. Not quite the exact same. That balances our ship really well. So we're good there. We're right at our limit in terms of that, and we reach our 25 knots. So I think this is our final design. I think it's a good-looking little light cruiser. I think it'll do well. I really do. So what you guys got for me, baby? Give me a name. What up, Tyler? How's it going? Johnny? Godzilla in the house? Sent me a cross-platform friend request. I've been accepting all of them, so when I log back into Legends, I'll probably have it. We got the Runner, we got Emerald, Minotaur. I mean, with as many guns as we've got on this thing, like, I was thinking something like Hydra. Like, you cut off one head and another two grow in their place, you know what I'm saying? What do you guys think? Constellation? That's another good one. I kind of like it, actually. Kind of like it. Porcupine? Hydra? Constellation's a really good one. And that's a name you guys came up with. York? Alright, we're gonna go with Constellation. So we're definitely not using Isis. I know that's a Egyptian god, but it's also the name of the Islamic terrorist group, and no thank you. Constellation. Boom. There we go. And I think that's a pretty solid design. I think this one's going to do well, so let's go ahead and save. They're a little bit expensive, but not too bad. So we're going to be able to build quite a few of these. They have 16 light cruisers and 12 heavy cruisers. So we're going to have to at least build 16, and I kind of want to build more. So let's see what we can get into. We go ship design, light cruisers, build ships. If we build 16, that's 55 million. Cancel. How many do we have? 137. So what I'm thinking is we spend the rest of this on, we do these light cruisers and we spend a good chunk, and then the rest is all going to be destroyers. Not torpedo boats, but destroyers. Because I want to be able to get close and dump torpedoes into things. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. So Constellation, build ships. Let's build 20 of these. That's 70 million, roughly. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's take all of these. And set them to being sea control. And then deselect. We'll select 1, 2, 3 for Dover. 3 for Portsmouth. 3 for Plymouth. 4 New Haven. Yarmouth. Hull. Sunderland. There we go. All right, how's our finances doing? We're actually still making money, so we're good there. Let's go back into ship design and build new design. So now we got to come up with our destroyers. Now the destroyers, pretty early class destroyers. We can build 700-ton destroyers or a 600-ton torpedo boat. So, all right, let's go with it. So we're going to obviously have front tower. We're going to have a second tower. We're going to have funnel. Probably going to need a second funnel, but we'll see. Obviously, these, I want them to go a little faster, so we're going to set this at 30 knots if we can. The range is 7,200 kilometers. That's fine. I'm not too worried about the crew, honestly. I'm not going to be using these as gunboats. These are going to be literally kamikaze torp boats, so I'm not too worried about that. For that reason also, we need induced. We need the steam, multiple expansion steam engines. Not going to worry about the hull. Standard bulkheads probably should be fine. Anti-flooding, we will bring that up. And then I'm not even going to put rangefinders on these things. Like we're not even going that far. Okay? These are going to be cheap. They're going to be good. So, go with a 3-inch gun at the front and at the rear. And we're going to have single torpedo tubes . It gives us 6 torpedoes total. Currently overweight by a good bit. It's got a huge weight offset, so if we move this forward, we've got 100% engine efficiency. Still have 100% engine efficiency. So we pull this forward. and grab torpedo tubes and mount these down the center line. It gives us 4. Okay, how about we move this one back just a little bit. There we go. It gives us 5 torpedoes. That's pretty hefty. And we should be able to throw some armor on this thing. Probably max it out. I lied. Not going to be able to max it out. Alright, so that's about as good as we're going to get. Like, we're 2 tons away. So we throw a little bit there. Alright. I think that's our design. We are able to do 30 knots. We got decent range. We've got guns, very little. So they can potentially attack transports. We have 5 torpedo tubes, so we have the ability to absolutely decimate anybody that we come up against. Could run the fast torpedoes. That also reduces the range, which would take our range to 1 kilometer. That's awful. Without it, we go with 1.5 kilometers. I think, honestly, we go with the fast torpedoes. Because while it is still 1 kilometer, you have to get away from things. It also means nothing's dodging them. So we go with that. Torpedoes, we can go with 17-inch torpedoes, which now means we're overweight. That's figures. So if we get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that. Still overweight by a little bit. There we go. Don't have much in the way of armor, but it's a destroyer. It's not going to have much armor anyway. It's not meant as a gunboat. It's meant as a torp boat. So, should be good. Could save ourselves a little bit there, which means we could go a little bit more armor. It's not much, but it's something. I mean, maybe we take this down and add a little bit there. I don't think it's going to help, but it'll at least help if we end up using this to try to sink transports at some point. All right. So, yeah, give me a name, guys. Also, be gone, bot. Knight, Achilles, Torby. Nah, in Soviet Russia, no ship is sad because they don't have depression. It's just like their tanks. Their tanks aren't sad either. Skinny Mimi. Owl. Medea. Big Destroyer. Spock. Live long and prosper. I kind of like that. We're going to go with Vulcan. Just because you said Spock, we'll call it the Vulcan. Vulcan class destroyer. Let's go with that. Let's hope that they do live long and prosper. Otherwise, it's a short trip. But save the design. Exit. And we are going to build quite a few of these. We could build 56 of these things. That's ridiculous. We're not going to. We're going to build 50 of them because we have common sense. Clearly. All right, so we have this is going to be our largest navy ever. Our largest navy ever. Feels good. We are just going to throw these things at everything that moves. Literally anything that moves gets torpedoes. Plenty of them. So, I apologize to the British fellas out there, the British sailors that get aboard these destroyers, but you are essentially expendable. So many destroyers. Alright, so we change these to sea control. Bonk. And then we just start selecting ports because God knows we've got plenty. So, let's go ahead and put you at Dover. Put you at Portsmouth. At Plymouth. New Haven. Yarmouth. Hull. Sunderland. Liverpool. Barry. Put 3 of these at Scapa Flow and 2 of these at Rosyth. All right. Our finances basically ruined, but we can drop some tech budget here to make sure that we're in a surplus. And there you have it. Let's go ahead and that is our designs. We are basically out of money. We have 9.2 million. So, yeah, let's go. All right. So, yeah, we have 77 ships to their 58. And a large portion of our ships are obviously destroyers. So we're going to lean on them as literally suicide jockeys. Like, these are going to be the rock stars of the fleet. Let's be real. These guys, anybody on a destroyer in the British Navy in this campaign is going to be one of those absolute badass units. So here we go. Let's see what they can do. So far, no conflicts, so we're going to go to next turn. And we have a coast alarm. So right off the bat, they have 2 heavy cruisers, a destroyer and a torp boat, versus our battleship, a light cruiser, and 2 destroyers. I like those odds. I like those odds a lot. Now, their heavy cruisers are massive. So, that's unfortunate. But it doesn't matter at the end of the day because we have battleship here, so shouldn't be a problem. Should not be a problem. West, I'm not sure. I've been trying to ask Peak when he wants to do another railroad stream. He hasn't really gotten back to me yet. So, soon, I'm sure. Alright, let's go ahead and pause. The ships are spotted to the east. We are heading due east. Let's take our destroyers. Okay, you guys are over here. That's great. Kind of glad that they separated us a little bit. So, actually, we're just going to play and see what happens here. Obviously, we have our battleship. Destroyers, hold your torpedoes, please. Already firing on the first ship. Let's go ahead and use HE for now. You as well. and then you use whatever you got. We've already scored a 12-inch hit for 82 damage on somebody. Our ship is awash. Once we get these guys identified, I'll feel better. So this is our light cruiser. Our destroyer's over here. This is presumably their torp boat. This guy seems to be coming after our battleship, which is not ideal. We did get a hit. Remember, we do have significant secondaries. And we got a lot of them. Now this guy is definitely in range to start dropping torps. Hence the reason we're turning away. He did not fire his torpedo, though. Let's go ahead and pause and take a look. So, these guys have just 2 torpedoes, which is great. This is their torpedo boat. So, we got a single tube aft, it looks like. No, two tubes. So, he only gets 1 launch each. So, that's good. Whoops. Where's their destroyer? This is their destroyer. He also only has 1 tube that gets reloaded, so that's good. He has 4-inch guns, though. I did it again. Their 2 heavy cruisers also have torpedoes, which are located out the sides of the ship. And they have 7-inch guns on this thing, which is actually significant. So, got to keep that in mind. Alright, let's go ahead and turn back in a little bit. Our light cruiser, gonna have you circle back, please. Our destroyers should be targeting that man. Probably a waste of torpedoes. Let's make sure we fire AP this time. We were shooting at the torp boat. There we go. Big hit. Alright, so clearly we're not going to be able to do that, so I think we're going to send these guys over. We're still reloading our torpedoes. Let's go ahead, detach. Let's grab this one. Do what I tell you to, dang it. Big hit. That was significant. Oh, we're about to be rammed. It caused flooding to us, but not to them, huh? We just took a torpedo because I'm not paying attention. Uh-oh. I tried to avoid that for everything I had. Everything I had tried to avoid that. I'm sure our battleship's fine. We do have torps ready, and we are going to launch those torps on that heavy cruiser right there. Light cruiser, circle back. Please pick up your speed. This guy's capable of 17.9 knots. We're capable of 15 even with our damaged engine. I mean, we should be able to catch up to this man. Or at least, kind of catch up to the man. Big hit, actually. We're not in range, unfortunately. We got to be careful here. We know he's got torpedoes. Shit. Speaking of, exactly what I was worried about. Okay. We're cut in behind this guy. He's now 0.8 kilometers. Come on. He's definitely in range. Okay, torps in the water, torps in the water. Apparently we had a couple of tubes that were knocked out, and he gets to dodge them. That's real unfortunate. Alright, battleship, where are you at? You've got all of your engines knocked out. How? You took a single torpedo! Right? Well, this did not go to plan. At all. Where's my light cruiser? Only capable of 12 knots with this destroyer. Dude, everything's got damaged engines. It's real unfortunate. just go auto. Slow us down to cruise speed. This guy has a single torpedo left. Come on, baby. Switch to HE on this guy. Let's get these guys out of here. Actually, Noble has torpedoes, so I might actually push in. He's slow as crap, but if we can catch this freaking heavy cruiser, that'd be great. I have a feeling we're about to get torped, and there ain't a whole lot I can do about it. Ain't a whole lot I can do about it, unfortunately. What size are these torpedoes? 16 inch. That's pretty hefty for the time. Yep. Go with AP for the next salvo. Where's our light cruiser, or our destroyer that has torpedoes? Set an intercept course, baby. Come on, I know you're slow. Come on, baby. Dude, their heavy cruisers are no joke. I can't get close enough. Dude, straight up ramming us. You little turd burglar. Kill that man! Oh! here, sunshine. Little turd burglar. Yeah, I don't think we have any options here. Where's our battleship? Literally dead in the water. So it's literally down to our cruiser to do something. I don't have smoke for this guy. Hold on a little longer, Noble! Please pump the water out! This has been an absolutely ridiculously stupid start to this campaign, I'm not gonna lie. We're capable of 17. He's still supposedly capable of 17.9. So he's technically faster than us. That was a good hit. Our battleship's still landing hits, so there's that. He has knocked out his steering. Still can't use the smoke, unfortunately. If we use AP, can we go through? Highly doubtful, but... I think we gotta stick with HE. There we go. That's a big hit. Knocked out 2 engines. How is he still hitting my destroyer? Stop it. Stop blowing holes in my ships. Another big hit by our battleship. We've knocked out all of his engines. Yo, Chris Tran has subscribed. Appreciate you. Welcome to the channel, my dude. Trying to get ourselves turned around here. Remember, this is our first battle, too. We're going to go through and do a drive-by. We don't have much of a chance to pin, but who knows? There's what we're looking for. Just put up 4 floods on them real quick. And there we go. Alright. So we didn't end up losing any ships. I don't know how. But they survived. That's all that matters, right? So our 2 DDs survive. Our battleship survives, even though it was crippled. Definitely got to do a better job of managing our ships. Definitely. But we managed to pull that one off. We've got a convoy out here. 1 light cruiser versus 2 destroyers. They have 11 transports. So let's go ahead and fight that. Now, obviously, we don't want to get into a fight with a light cruiser. But depending on where the heck these transports are, there they are. We should have no trouble intercepting these boys. Now, the downside is I didn't give these guys rangefinders, I don't think. So their accuracy is awful. And I honestly am kind of worried about the transport's ability to do damage to us, because remember, we took a lot of armor off of these to go that extra speed. 30 knots at this day and age is ridiculous. You can see we just took a nasty hit, and that's what I'm worried about. Like, these guys do have guns, and they have 4-inch guns compared to our 3-inch guns. So, we'll see. Let's speed up time a little bit. Down he goes. Oh, shit. Shit! Fucking click the son of a bitch! Owie! Alright, that's that. Let's turn back around. Slow the ship down. Let's hit the smoke. They're capable of 12.7, so we'll go with 14 knots. Same for you. Just drop that down to like 14 knots. I'm gonna have these guys switch to AP and see what happens. See if we can get some floods a little bit quicker. Nighty night, sunshine. Cause some more flooding. Alright, how we looking? Trying to keep these guys from getting away. As you can see, these guys can cause us some serious issue. Good luck dodging that, sunshine. Come on, give me the floods. I don't think it really helps. Yo, Showbon coming in with the $5 donos. Spartan, I gave you a shout out on my last stream on how happy I was for you, and I will support you all the way. Much love. Well, I appreciate that, man. For real. Thank you. And thank you for the $5 dono. Appreciate you. Said it before, I'll say it again. The amount of support that you guys have given me was definitely not expected, but definitely appreciated. There's another flood. This is a double flood. Another flood. Okay. Off into the distance we go. We have no torps left on Rother. Light cruiser is encroaching, which is not preferable. We don't have any torpedoes left either, so sinking that guy is basically impossible. Gives us a chance to check out our light cruiser, though. So he's got 8 torpedoes because he's got 2 launchers underwater on either side. He also has 5-inch guns. But only 2 of them. And he's got 3-inch casemates everywhere. Interesting. So overall, not the worst. Still, don't want to get into a fight with him with no torpedoes. But I don't think we're going to have a choice because he does seem to be coming along pretty quick. Yeah, 23.6 knots. Let's go ahead and speed this bad boy back up now that we've got our engines repaired. Big explosion. Looks like he lost one of his guns that he's using to shoot us with. You'll love to see that. I think that might be him dead. Hey, it's the Brandenburg. Come on, baby. Get that engine fixed so we can get back up to speed. Owie. It looks like we've sunk the Brandenburg. Goodbye, Mr. Brandenburg. Alright, we need to head over there. Light cruiser is encroaching on us, which is not ideal. We are slowly catching up to these guys. Give me everything you got. Wait, I still have torpedoes. Turn this ship around! Man the torpedoes! We're going to drive-by. Brace for impact. We are probably going to take our own torpedoes in this fight. Yeah, we definitely took a torpedo, but I think we win that fight. Do we have enough flood protection? Oh, it doesn't matter because the fight is over. The fight is over, boys. We cheesed it. Can't believe I just happened to look down and see that we still had torpedoes. But a few of their transports get away. Overall, not bad. Not exactly what our destroyers are best at, but not bad. We'll take that. We'll take that, Dubsky. All right. See, I think in those situations where you kill most of the destroyer or most of the transports, and then in whatever their escort is, you kill it. Instead of the game ending and you not being able to finish off, I think they should let you finish off the rest of the transports. That's what would happen in real life. Like, if you manage to kill their escort, you're not just going to drive away. You're going to go kill the rest of them. If you can. But here we have 4 destroyers versus 2 battleships. Like, that should be a pretty fun little fight. Should be a pretty fun little fight. Start that. We got off. Let's go ahead, detach. And then we will attach you with that one. And you with that one. So we have 2 battle groups. Let's go tight. Tight. 10 times speed. We're going to the east, so we should be headed right at him. We should be able to... Okay, there he is. Okay. So, again... Wait, there's 2 battleships? Thought it was just 1 battleship. Okay, well, either way. We are way faster than they are. Let's go ahead and smoke up. You gotta be fucking kidding me. How do they hit me that easily? I'm in smoke. I'm at distance. How do they get that hit? That's actual horseshit. They turned a kite, which is not unexpected. Bad news is they're at 2 kilometers. They're capable of 18 knots. We should be able to close on these guys easily. Whew! Just the smallest change of course at the right time there. That could have been horrific. Down to 1.5 kilometers. Come on. Fuck you guys and your bullshit accuracy. Damn it, man. You try to fucking dodge, they hit you no matter what. My guys can't hit a fucking destroyer for shit at this early on. I'm coming for your ass, Worth. Remember that. Coming for that ass. You are just beating the hell out of Terra, though. Not gonna lie. Leave her alone! What is this? What is this accuracy out of battleships against destroyers? Like, seriously, why can't I get that? That man just hit me again at range. Like, come on. Come on, baby. We believe in you. Thank God he missed. Of course, he damages our engine. Come on, baby. Drop him. Okay, detach. Owie. Okay, good news is it only takes one of these guys to sink the other battleship. Come on, Goshawk. Come on, baby. Owie. Torpedoes in the water. We just suffered an ammo detonation. Come on, Goshawk. Hold on, baby. Down goes Goshawk. Our first loss of the... Weisenberg somehow survives. We're going to have to go play cleanup. Vulcan, you have torpedoes. And you're decently alive. You're literally dead in the water, so you're useless. You're pretty hurt too, so... Vulcan, it's down to you, baby. Give me everything you got. That dude about hit me again at 4.5 kilometers. He also has 2% of his freaking floatability left. That guy literally about dead. Freaking accuracy out of these guys is ridiculous. Again, right down the fucking pipe. The smallest freaking sliver to give him. And he hits me. Perfect. It's alright. Your time is coming, Sunshine, I promise. I will shove this ship right down your throat if I have to. .5 kilometers. We know that we have a 1 kilometer range. We also know he ain't going nowhere. Torps in the water. Turn around and get out of there. Smoke up. Suck on this, dick. Alright. So we ended up losing a torpedo boat. Or a destroyer. But we sunk 2 of their battleships. So I'll take that. That's a good trade in my book. Rip Goshawk. Or Goshawk. Alright. Well, that turn's over. Next turn. Holy Mother of God. We are taking our entire navy to fight their port. Our naval superiority led us close to Wilhelmshaven, if we defeat their naval forces and we can damage their facilities with a bombardment. Absolutely, let's do this. I am all for this. So they have 2 torpedo boats, a destroyer, a couple of light cruisers, a heavy cruiser, and a battleship. And we have a battleship, a whole bunch of light cruisers, and a whole bunch of destroyers. I like our odds in this fight, guys. Not gonna lie. So, yeah, let's go ahead and fight. Now, remember, I am like the worst when it comes to being able to do what we need to do. Like, when it comes to managing this many people in one fight, I am terrible. So they're spotted to the east. We're headed due east. We have light cruisers. We have DDs. We have more DDs. Alright, so if we attach these to these guys, that gives us our DDs. And then we attach these guys to these guys, it gives us our cruisers all together. Alright. Let's go with a tight formation for our destroyers. And see who's in the lead. Need you guys to all, like, just go due east here. Let's speed up time. Oh boy. God, I hate the AI in this game when it comes to trying to avoid one another. This is a fucking clusterfuck. Okay. Hoot! Hoot! Turn! 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 Woo! God dang it! Trying to manage this many people is actually fucking cancer. Alright, you guys just go fucking AI. You also go fucking AI. I can't be bothered to try to get all of you guys. Okay, where's... Just fucking detach. Where are all my fucking DDs? Alright. Can we not keep ramming? Guys, please. Oh boy. Well, the good news is their battleship sank. Bad news is my cruiser is just taking a shit ton of damage for no reason because he's just running into it. It's a fucking clusterfuck, man. The fucking AI in this game is trash when it comes to trying to maneuver your fucking ships. Like, it's actual fucking hot garbage. Stop turning away! Turn towards the fucking target, you jackass. Look at it. He's gonna eat a fucking torpedo because he refuses to do what I tell him to fucking do. There you go. Well fucking done, jackass. This fucking game is so bad with this shit. Like, actually fucking awful. God darn it, man. Eat fucking torpedoes rather than do what I fucking tell you to do. It's actually cancer. It is so cancer trying to fucking maneuver this many ships. The AI can't fucking do anything right. They fucking just end up all over the fucking place. This guy doesn't have his torps ready yet. Fire the torpedoes. You are allowed to shoot your torpedoes. Who do I have anywhere near a fucking fight right now? DD Winter versus their DDs. We also have fucking light cruiser over here. This guy still has a torpedo. Okay, down he goes. Who's left? This guy's sinking. This guy's sinking. I have no idea where they're at. Okay, there we go. We've actually found them. Acorn. Make way for that direction. You also, even though you don't have engines. Turn in that direction. Alright. Steadfast, this is your target. We are on a collision course. Dude, I have two guns on my destroyers. One here, one here. I have 5 torpedo launchers. I know you like to criticize everything that I do in this game for whatever reason, but I promise you, it's okay. Let's go ahead and start smoking up because he should be switching targets in the near future. .1 kilometers, so he's definitely in torp range now. Bonk. That slows him down for our battleship, who should be able to finish him off easily. They still got a destroyer out here somewhere. I mean, I guess I could swoop in and finish him off with my destroyer here. Bye, cruiser. Okay. Enemy smoke spotted to the north. Okay. Could end the battle. It's just one DD getting away. But I really don't want to. See if we can find him. Like, I know our DDs have enough to chase him down. They're close enough that we've dropped out of 10 times speed, so he's not that far. So we should be spotting him anytime. Now it's spotted to the south? Hello? There's a big difference between the north and the south. Oh, they're all the way over there. Good. Where's our light cruisers? How did they get that? How did they screw that up? There's two of these little bastards, too. Golly. Trying to freaking figure out who's who and what's what is obnoxious. Let's just turn you on AI. Where's our light cruisers? This guy's capable of 30.8 knots in his torpedo boats. We can't hope for that. Best we're capable of 30. Turn our battleship back around. These guys are dead in the water, and those guys are headed right for them. Alright, speed up time. Come on, baby. Don't want to end the battle with two of these freaking little torpedo boats still alive. That has no torps. This one has no torps. Come on, boys. Hit the target. Friggin' 1.3 kilometers away. Can't hit the target. Come on, give it all you got there, Steadfast. I don't think we're going to catch these guys. But it's not letting me into battle anymore. It's actually huge. We got a flood hit on him. It ought to slow him down. Come on, baby. Let's just go ahead and end it. I'm done. I'm done chasing them. It's a victory for us. Done chasing them. Alright, so big victory. We lost 5 transports. Still heavily outnumber them. We have a lot of victory points compared to what they have. We lost 1, they lost 1. There's no current fighting going on. We are making money, so there's that. You'd love to see. Alright, we got another port strike. This time, Helgoland. Okay. They got a battleship, 3 light cruisers, a couple of transports, and a torpedo boat. We got a whole bunch of destroyers, a couple of light cruisers, and our battleship Victory. So, let's go ahead and start that. Okay, to the east. Let's put you on AI control. You're going to go that way. You are also going to go that way. Alright, speed up time till we engage. To the east. Wow, we've already got a huge hit on a merchant ship, so there's that. Alright, get our battleship ready. The fact that he's literally running straight at our light cruisers and getting away with it is kind of ridiculous. Alright, we're gonna close the distance. We're gonna suicide strike this guy. You want to launch your torpedoes, please? Thank you. We just lost a freaking light cruiser to flooding. Of course we did. Of course we did. What'd he do? Take torpedoes with the AI controlling it. Sounds about right. Just in case. Now go away. Alright, that's their battleship done. Okay, let's turn these guys back around. Let's see where our freaking light cruiser is. Send you after those transports. Shit. Shit. Would you shoot at the destroyer, or the fucking light cruiser that's right in front of your face? Just maybe a little bit. I don't know why our guy would start shooting at the transports when there's shit. Shit! Turn hard to the right, you son of a bitch! Here we go again! The fucking AI gotta fucking do the whole collision avoidance by getting right into the perfect fucking place at the perfect time. God dang it, man. I hate this game with this bullshit, man. They gotta do something about this collision avoidance. All it does is fuck you over. It does nothing useful. All it does is fuck you up. Literally all it does is fuck you over. Look at it! It refuses to fucking turn! Like, it does whatever the fuck it wants to do. And it's gonna take all the fucking torpedoes because of it. This game is so fucking obnoxious. Like, it just does not listen to what you tell it to do. It literally will do whatever the fuck it wants to do. Like, no matter what you try to make it do. It's gonna do what it fucking wants to do regardless. It's fucking frustrating as hell. Come on, man. Swear to God, all collision avoidance does in this game is fucking get you killed. Fuck. Of course, he gets his torpedoes off, and my torpedoes are just sitting here fucking ready to go. Not gonna torpedo him. Fucking lose a destroyer, lost a light cruiser for the same fucking bullshit. The game just cannot get out of its own fucking way with the horse shit. Where's my other two DDs? Ah, they're all the way over here. They just sailed in a straight line. Trying to micromanage, like, an entire fucking fleet battle is so fucking obnoxious, and then it just gets made worse by just not allowing you to, like, control your ships. We can't hit the broadside of a light cruiser at fucking 2 kilometers, but they could hit our destroyers that are bow on at 5 kilometers. With their battleships. It makes perfect sense. Like, what is this right now? Like, why is it stuck in fucking, like, collision avoidance? Explain this to me. What is this? Like, why is it not allowing me to fucking maneuver my ship? You stupid fucking game. God darn, this game is fucking obnoxious. This guy still has torpedoes, too, so that's a thing. And speaking of, perfect fucking timing. And again, can't hit him. He's literally fucking broadside on, not moving. He's dead in the water, 0.9 kilometers away. Can't fucking hit him. We have a 17% chance to hit him. And I think that's being, like, fucking generous. Fucking AI. 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 Let's go back to this fucking battle. Also, another fucking bot in the chat. You're fucking gone. I don't know what the fuck you're on about, but you're gone. Anybody else want to fucking get banned? Look at this fucking horse shit, man. Just fucking do what I tell you to do, please. If I tell you to fucking turn right, turn right. If I tell you to go down to 0, fucking go down to 0. Like, come on. The fact that none of your ships actually obey what you tell them to do is fucking infuriating. Currently at 25 knots. I've been at 0 on the fucking thing for how long? Still at 0, but still doing 25 knots. Still sitting at 0. Still doing 25 knots. See what I mean about not allowing us to actually do what we're supposed to be doing? Like, I make adjustments. At least it's letting me turn finally. But I make adjustments to what I want the ship to do, and it does whatever the fuck it wants to. Rip the torpedo boat. I love how he suffers a flash fire, turrets go flying, but yet he's still able to pump the water out faster than it can come in. There it finally goes. Good God. Alright, Vacton, you are officially a moderator. I trust you, Vacton. Alright, so we win. That's good. Close. We now have a convoy fight. 1 light cruiser and 2 destroyers versus a heavy cruiser and 2 light cruisers. Okay. They also have 9 transports. Okay, so need to save our torpedoes so that we can kill the light cruiser and heavy cruisers. So turn these off. Light cruiser, turn in. Go tight. Speed up time a little bit. Our light cruiser, with as many guns as we have, should be able to absolutely annihilate these guys. Here comes this collision avoidance again, this fucking fantastic bullshit. I tell it to go right, this guy's just doing whatever the fuck he wants to do. Which literally forces them to collide every fucking time. Like, they do not avoid collisions. It is literally collision guaranteeance. I don't know why they call it collision avoidance. It is like literally, look at that, he's trying to join a fucking formation with this guy. He's literally gonna crash into him. The hell is wrong with this game's fucking AI, man? Doesn't make any fucking sense. Shoot that man. Slow the fuck down, too. Let's go like 17 knots. Yeah, I don't know how you're missing a fucking transport that's point fucking blank. Please don't fucking collide. Hello? And this guy's about to ram a transport. That's probably going to cripple this fucking destroyer. He took on water, so that's going to slow him down for the rest of the fight. Oh, boy. Capable of 11 knots. So let's slow down a little bit more. A little bit more time on target every time we engage one of these guys. Instead of just flying past them. Like I said, doesn't matter what I fucking set. I set the fucking thing down, it never actually slows the ship down. Like, it's gonna go as fast as it can possibly go. Like, it's just a suggestion, I guess. Hey, you might want to try slowing down. No, I think I'll keep going full speed. You don't know what you're talking about, user. My AI is perfect. It'll do everything for you. I wish I could select a target off of either side of the ship. Because then I could do this. Like, I guess I could select him with my secondaries and let the secondaries on this side shoot at him. While the primaries shoot at him. But I wish I could select different targets for the main guns. So if I have targets on this side, these guns shoot. If I have targets on this side, these guns fire. But you can't do that. You can only change targets for primaries and secondaries. And there we go again. Okay, where's my destroyers? Coming back. Avoid a collision, please. Okay, switch targets. destroyers. Circle back around. Target this guy. Still doing 25 knots. Even though I've been set at 13 for 10 minutes. Warship inbound. Alright. No idea what this is. We're going to assume the worst. It is a light cruiser. Go ahead and detach. Cannot believe we just dodged that shit. Cannot believe he just survived that shit. Get out of there. Speed up. Shit. Turn away. He's capable of 23, I'm capable of 28. Should be able to close the distance here, come on. Okay. Set you to go after that guy. Collision avoidance. It's gonna cause you to run right into the fucking transport, so never mind. Okay, you should have torps back, so I need you to go after the freaking... Where's my light cruiser? My light cruiser is taking on their freaking heavy cruiser at the moment, which is not what you want to see. Speed up. Get back in here. Go ahead and turn towards that heavy cruiser. Turn towards that heavy cruiser. touch tips, of course. I actually gotta watch, because, yep, torpedoes. I'm gonna take all these. It's probably the death of my light cruiser. Ah, Lord have mercy. Send you back in here. Since I can't freaking do any damage to these guys. There's the torpedoes off the other side. Stop trying to fucking collision avoid, okay? I know what the fuck I'm doing! Stop it! You stupid fucking bullshit! Alright, back over to this guy. He's chasing this guy down. And we got this guy. Just do whatever, because you're useless at this point. Come here, Mr. Heavy Cruiser. With your 18 knots maximum speed. I should be doing much faster than that. Doing 27.5 knots. Do I know what who said? I'm guessing the person that decided to like come in with some like conspiracy bullshit into the chat. Can't imagine why he got banned. And how would I know that it has something to do with you, Starvin? Destroyed a torpedo. Oh, of course he did. And he knocks out an engine. Come on. 0.4 kilometers. He's trying to turn away. We want to come alongside. Wouldn't want you to turn away, would we? That would actually allow me to freaking dodge something. I love how you just keep going in a straight line just to make sure that you catch that torpedo. It's fantastic. Love to see it. Boy, this game's AI really makes you want to just lose your damn mind. All right. So we have a huge lead. This is usually about the point where the game starts telling me that they want to sign a peace treaty. Hey! It's like I called it. All right. Let's fight to the end, shall we? So we have literally our entire Navy versus a couple of transports, a torpedo boat, and a heavy cruiser. Let's go ahead and take that fight, I think. Think we'll take that fight. All right. So light cruisers AI. Battleship. I'm going to have you go AI too. For my DDs, I'm going to need you guys to, like, head straight out. Well, there goes another torpedo boat to a flash fire. You'll love to see it. No, I forgot to turn the freaking torpedoes off. Well, let's hope they're good enough. Oh, a flash fire! Our torpedoes caused a flash fire on him. You guys got some serious issues with exploding. Turn those torpedoes off. Shit. Fucker. Fucking Dessau. I'm going to ruin your entire existence. Consider yourself neutered. No more torpedoes for you, Sunshine. Alright. Another resounding victory. Have a good night, Tyler. Easy victory. Two destroyers versus one light cruiser and 12 transports. Fantastic. Or one heavy cruiser. Only problem is trying to kill these transports with these destroyers is a gigantic pain in the backside. Enemy to the east. We're already heading east. Yo, Rockinate. Rossinante? What? I don't know what your name is. But Rock, appreciate you, my dude. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. My brain's not exactly working at the moment. It's about time for me to go to bed as soon as this is over. Come on, baby, finish them off. Shoot! You freaking slimy little bastard. Welcome to the party, boys. You did good. I like this game, but man, the AI can be so frustrating when it decides to not allow you to, like, maneuver your ships the way you want to. Because there's super easy ways to dodge, like, you know, running into one another. And I try to get them to do it, and then the freaking collision avoidance crap kicks in and makes them literally steer towards each other, which makes no sense whatsoever. Alright, next turn. War continues. Alright, convoy up here. We have 2 light cruisers versus a heavy cruiser and 1 DD. We also have 7 transports. Not looking forward to trying to kill a heavy cruiser with our 2 light cruisers, but we'll try to pull it out. Come on, baby. Get your butts in gear. Dude, these guys are going to murder our entire fleet of transports before we get there. I mean, the good news is maybe they'll be out of torpedoes by that point. What do you think? Don't worry, boys. We'll be there eventually. All you gotta do is survive until then. Well, maybe these guys will run into this transport and cause a whole bunch of flooding and damage and maybe sink the rune. That was very, very, very successful. Well done to this transport captain for ramming the ever-living hell out of the rune. I'll be real honest. Pretty impressed. Now, I can't do anything about the transports. That's all the AI. Like, it comes in automatically on AI. I'm assuming you're talking about War on the Sea? I haven't played that one for a little while. I got kind of bored with it. I'm sure I'll get back into playing it again, but at the moment it's kind of bored. So it's not really a priority. This guy still has 3 more torpedoes he can launch out of his heavy cruiser. Hashtag American made for mod. I agree. You've been around a while. I think I can trust you. Gotta watch out for torps. Again, just refuses to take the fucking order that I try to give it. Like, it just fucking does whatever the fuck it wants to do. He's definitely taking that torp. Nothing I can do about that. Again, my fucking guy just refuses to get back into the fight. He literally is going all the way out here to avoid these ships rather than just taking the inside fucking loop that I tried to make him do. It's fucking infuriating. It's literally the most infuriating bullshit I have ever played when that shit happens. Like, if they'd have just went into the inside 5 fucking minutes ago, instead of getting stuck in auto bullshit trying to avoid collisions and going all the way out here chasing these guys for no fucking reason, when the bad guys are right here. That shit gets so fucking annoying. Can you not take this fucking torpedo, please? Of course you can't. You have to take it. And you have to fucking lose your rudder, even though he hit the fucking middle of the ship. I love that this guy's literally about to ram me and I still can't hit it with my fucking guns. I'll never fucking understand that. Just can't hit him. Completely dead in the water, and he can't be finished for reasons unknown to mankind. Just hurry up and kill the damn thing. It's ridiculous. What up, Chris? How's it going? It's another guy that I know I can trust. Like, we've got him crippled. All we gotta do is finish him off. It's frustrating. Just hurry up and kill the damn thing. We've got him trapped between two light cruisers. If they could just hit the damn target. There we go. Alright, now go back over here. Those guys are all running away. We'll chase this guy down. At least we can go ×5 for the moment. Yeah, it's always the DDs and torp boats that just seem to never want to die. Like, light cruisers can do it a little bit, but most of the time, light cruisers will die. But heavy cruisers, battle cruisers, and battleships, no problem. They sink easily. They generally don't get into that, like, refusing to die situation. But destroyers and torp boats, for whatever reason, when they get flooding, like, they just refuse to flood to death. Like I said, this guy's pretty much dead in the water. We should be able to catch him, no problem. And then we're just going to slow down right next to him and just punch AP through the broadside of his ship at point blank. He doesn't have any torps left, so he can't torp us again. But you can see we're catching him pretty quick. He's at 3.4 currently. So we're closing. And the campaign will be over anytime. That's why I'm not worried about rushing everything. Like, any turn now, they're going to force the campaign to end. They're already calling for peace treaties. Yeah, I don't think I'm ever going to settle for 4-inch guns on my light cruisers ever again. I think I'm going to go for the 5-inch guns. Because they just don't pack enough punch. Five-inch guns are 127, so 4-inch guns would be like the 105s or something like that. Went from having no mods to having everybody mod. Appreciate you guys. Come on, baby. Get up in there. Still got plenty of ammo, though. So at least there's that. See, here's the collision avoidance bullshit. You see, every time this thing, every time it like drops back, it's my ship trying to stop to avoid a collision with this guy, even though I'm literally pointing my ship to go out here. It's so dumb. The collision avoidance in this game is so incredibly stupid. I wish there was a way to turn it off. I really do. Really, really do. Or this guy literally gonna do a fucking circle. On the spot. Trying to stay angled to me. Even though he's got damaged steering, he can outsteer me. Of course, I've got damaged steering too, so I guess that's a thing. Really wish my ship would quit stopping, just randomly. I would like to come alongside this guy that I've severely wounded. Now we've got a flash fire. Great. And it's gonna propagate, isn't it? course it is. Maximum bulkheads, all the things, but it's just gonna keep propagating. Screw this. I'm not gonna let him sink my fucking ship just due to some bullshit. Fuck it. Screw you. Alright, next. Got new shells. Fantastic. Not gonna use them. Got an ambush. 4 DDs versus a heavy cruiser, a light cruiser, and a DD. Okay. Oh, good lord. They didn't give me any chance to freaking get set up here. I love that they always get their torpedoes off before me. For no reason. Like, I've got 5 of them, and they just refuse to fucking torp the thing. God, fuck me with this goddamn game's bullshit. I have had enough of this shit. Still got 5 torpedoes for the light cruiser. These guys are all pretty much crippled, so this guy is all we got. Let's set up our torp strike. Try to cut him off. He's capable of 23.6 knots. We're capable of 30, so he can't run away. We do have to watch for his torpedoes, because we know he has them. Again, he hits me with his torpedoes, and my guy doesn't fire the torpedoes until much later. Oh my lord, why does this game do this to me? Why does this game do this to me? Come here, you son of a bitch. Had enough of your bullshit. Any day now. Thank you. All right. All 3 kills. We didn't lose anybody, even though we took a lot more damage than we should have. We are still crushing the Germans. 31,000 points to 3,600, so we got 10 times the amount of points. They have half the navy that we do, basically. Got another convoy attack. 1 light cruiser, 1 DD versus 1 light cruiser and 1 torpedo boat. We also have transports to protect. Fantastic. Okay. To the northeast, which is exactly where we're heading. Alright, go ahead and grab you. Turn your torps off. Go ahead, speed up time. Okay, we've got the light cruiser right here. Any day. Thank you. That guy's dead for sure. Shoot AP, please. This guy has no torp launcher ammo left. Unfortunately for him, we do. We're gonna fire our guns, or are we just gonna sit here and stare at them? Hey, there we're starting to shoot. It's capable of going slightly faster than we are, but we just caused a flood, so that's big. It'll slow them down a little bit. Caused another flood. And... oh my god, he fucking dodged it. He actually dodged it like a fucking G. Thought I was close enough, and these are fast torpedoes. I thought I could get away with it. Clearly, I was fucking mistaken. I have one torpedo left. I'm gonna ram this little bastard. How does he get 4 floods in 4 separate shots in a row? Ram speed! And we got him with a torpedo for good measures. I'll go in and ram him again if I have to. I lied. My guy's about dead. We'll ram him with this guy. Here's the fucking collision avoidance. Even though we're nowhere fucking near each other, the game freaks the fuck out. Makes my guy go all the way away from the fucking guy. Good lord. What up, Midnight? Alright, so that was easy. Next. Fight to the end. Holy Mother of God. Holy Mother of God. This is a battle to end all battles? Holy Mother of God. This is going to be a clusterfuck. An absolute clusterfuck. Alright. So we need to put our battleships on AI. We need to put our light cruisers on AI. We need to get all of our DDs to follow me. This is going to be a hell of a fight. So the British are like, fine. The Germans are like, fine. They don't want to accept our peace. We're going to send the entire fleet after him. And the British are like, about fucking time. We're tired of slaughtering all your little ships. So we're going to do it all at once. Oh, this could end horribly. This could end absolutely awfully. Okay, so battleships, you're on AI. Light cruisers, you're on AI. Destroyers, you're with me. Again, turn these fuckers on AI and all hell breaks loose. They start going everywhere but where you need them to go. Let's turn our torpedoes off, please. I want to make sure we make these fucking count. Boy, what a hell of a fleet fight we got going here, boys. Took the torp. Come on, launch the torps. Got a couple torps off. Definitely not going to be enough to sink him. Getting ready to be rammed. Not ideal. Definitely not ideal to get shoved into the fucking battleship. Please launch the fucking torpedoes! Why are they not launching fucking torpedoes, man? This game is so fucking obnoxious. Please just do what I fucking tell you to do. Stop playing fucking games over here. God dang it. This guy is literally putting himself between me and the fucking battleship. Torp the fucking battleships! What are you doing? Oh my god, I'm gonna lose my fucking mind. I am literally telling you to fucking torp the son of a bitch. You're on top of him. All you gotta do is fucking aim your torps and drop them. Dear Lord. This is fucking awful. Shit is literally refusing to fucking let me do anything. This guy still won't drop his torps on him. Still refuses to torp. There's so much shit going on down there, I have no idea. Still not torping. This fucking ship refuses to use its torpedoes. Finally. Good Lord, why do they not torp when you tell them to? The hell's going on out here? We got these guys. Got our battleships doing what they're doing. Got our light cruisers doing what they're doing. Got one guy sinking. Our battleships are taking torpedoes. They're shooting all the way across the map at those. Like, this is what the game wants to do, right? This is what they want to do. Instead of just fucking doing normal shit, like shoot the guy that's fucking closest to you, they're shooting 18 kilometers away at these guys instead of shooting the guys that are right on top of their fucking ship. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Would you fucking turn? You stupid fucking idiot. Oh, I'm gonna have a fucking heart attack. This guy's 1.2 kilometers away. 1.1. What a mess. But we already knew that was going to be a thing. This light cruiser's literally just going to charge straight into us. You have a single torpedo left. Their heavy cruiser just explodified. You'll love to see that. Just torpedoes coming from everywhere. Okay, down he goes. Let's just turn AI on for them. point blank. I don't know why they're not shooting him. Got a battleship down. This guy has 2 torpedoes left. Light cruisers are going down, which is beautiful. If we can get this ship to turn, we should be able to get torpedoes out on this guy. Torpedoes away. Might also be able to ram this guy. Another battleship down. We have no torpedoes left here. We go back in here. This guy has 10 torpedoes. Okay, that's not the button I wanted. I just broke all the fucking engines like a fucking idiot. Ah, I love this game. Alright, just give me my fucking battleships. Get rid of these battleships. Almost got him. We get another decent hit on him. Cause a flood, maybe. There we go. Another big hit and another flood. Another flood. Surely that's him down. Good. Get rid of that fucking light cruiser. At least our battleships are capable of doing some useful things. I think our battleships have single-handedly won us this fight. I mean, our DDs did a good job of getting rid of the fucking battleships. Or at least crippling them. To make them easy to get rid of. This was a shit show, but by golly, it was fucking effective. Can't wait to see the results. Good lord. It was not pretty, but it fucking worked. So we lost 4 ships, they lost 17. We will take that. Our guys went out like heroes. Who did we lose? We lost destroyers. 4 destroyers out of the 50 of them that we built. I don't hate that at all. Osori, Paisley, Victor, and Surprise. Of course, Surprise. Really? That's hilarious. But 11,000 points in this one battle versus 1,800. We take that. We'll take that. Yeah, somehow Mayfly survived. I don't know how that works. But, yeah. It's ridiculous. What a shit show. But look at all the ships that was in this fight. Good lord. They have 24 ships remaining in their navy. We have 70. I think we're winning. So we have an ambush out here. It's 4 DDs versus 2 heavy cruisers. We'll take that. Dude, we are just hunting these fools down. They don't have a chance. we're gonna exterminate their entire navy at this rate. These guys probably haven't even been told that the friendlies have lost an entire decisive battle. Like, these guys have no idea yet. And you got 4 DDs hunting 2 armored cruisers. Like, that is just absolute death waiting to happen. It's to the east. Oh, there they are. Go in. Smoke up. Please launch the fucking torpedoes. Okay, I think Colonel's down. Or Coronal. Whatever you want to call him. Go punch this man in the mouth. Hold these, sunshine! Oh my god. We missed. Detach. Off. 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 You're not getting away this easy. I promise. We'll have the Viscount come over and absolutely murder you. But I don't think we're going to need to. I think Rigorous is going to get his second armored cruiser kill of the day. He's about to have his torpedoes loaded and he's going to use them. Stop with the bullshit. Pretty please. Launch your torpedoes! Rigorous. Nails it. Oh god. Rigorous is dead. I think Rigorous dies. Who's gonna die first? We'll just dump some more into him. Screw it! You're dead now, sunshine. Goodbye. And they're down. Beautiful. Again, not pretty, but effective. Glad to hear it, Bretta. Hopefully you get back in shape, man. For real. It's a hellacious car accident for sure. Another victory for us. And now we have 3 light cruisers, 3 destroyers versus a battleship, a heavy cruiser, and a torpedo boat. And all of their all their transports. So, that'll be fun. We're going to use our destroyers to go after the battleship, heavy cruiser, and torpedo boat. And we're going to use our cruisers to kill the transports. That's the goal. So, let's go ahead and turn your torps off. Speed up time. To the east, which is the direction we're already heading. Go ahead and go with a tight formation, please. Okay. Well, that was unexpected. So we are actually encountering the warships before we get into a fight with the rest of them. Okay, that's transports. Destroys a torpedo with like 1 shell. Come on, man. Attach. One of you go after that guy. Destroys another fucking torpedo. Come on, man. I don't want to launch a torpedo from a chase position like this, but... Please fucking turn in, for the love of God! Oh, you fucking frustrating game mechanic. You're allowed to launch them back. You're allowed to launch your torpedoes back, you fucking idiot! Well, that guy's fucked. Of course. Alright, we need to get these fuckers back together. Go as fast as you fucking can. Who the fuck is dying? Oh, it's the transports are dying. Okay. That I don't have a problem with. Detach. Steadfast. Come with me. Give me all your speed. You're going after the battleship. Collision avoidance at its finest. Literally trying to get him to go this direction, and he's fucking steering right into the path of the cruisers. Look at it. How is that collision avoidance? How is it collision avoidance to turn right into the fucking thing you're trying to avoid? I want to go down and hunt down that freaking destroyer, or that battleship. But my ship won't speed up and go anywhere. You got a chance to fucking redeem yourself, you son of a bitch. Make it count. Go ahead and use some smoke. Oh yeah, he's got a little torp buddy, doesn't he? Forgot about that. We'll deal with you too. We may not be particularly quick. But we don't need to be. Just gotta get there. Come on, Liberty. Give me everything you got. We're almost in range. Owie. Owie. Alright, just drop the torps. Oh my god, he's turning away. You can't tell me that this man's is gonna get a fucking way. Like, you can't. I refuse to fucking believe it. I refuse to believe that I can't close the fucking distance on a fucking battleship with a fucking destroyer. Like, come on. Let's go, Steadfast, you slow son of a bitch. You're the only one that can do, like, decent speed right now. Can you at least fucking try to give us a little fucking effort? Just a little. You've done nothing up to this point. Good God, man. Of course. Of course, he hits us. Flood. Why not? He's gonna get all the fucking accuracy. He refuses to turn the fucking ship. Just turn. You stupid fuck. Oh my god, this is fucking infuriating. He manages to cripple our fucking DD just in time to avoid getting into torp range. And then he fucking smashes us. Of course he does. He takes one fucking shot with the main guns, hits my dude fucking perfectly. It's such bullshit, man. I wish my fucking battleships did this shit. Well, so much for being able to take down the fucking battleship. Our destroyers are fucking useless. They're actually useless. Fucking 6 knots, 7 knots, 3 fucking knots. Fucking useless. I'm assuming these guys are all fucking dead then, huh? Fan-fucking-tastic. Might as well just have everybody fucking attach. Why not? Target this son of a bitch. And he just turns around and runs away. Oh my god, they're shooting at me. I better run away. The fuck out of here, you piece of shit. Fuck it. We just turn our asses around and go away. Fucking guys are actually fucking useless, man. All they had to do was torp that fucking heavy cruiser, and they managed to fuck that up so bad. And then they needed to go after the fucking battleship, they fucked that up too. Jesus. It's like they forgot how to fucking sail around. Should have been an easy fucking kill. Nope. Can't have that. I mean, he's literally coming right at them. Why the fuck would he not absolutely annihilate all 3 of them just in time to keep them from getting in torp range? And, of course, the game ends, even though I've said multiple times I want to fight till the bitter end. Of course it does. But either way, we won. British Empire is victorious over the German Empire. It took literally 1 year. It's considered a minor victory, even though we completely raffle-stomped them into the ground. We get a lot of money out of this. We get $348 million. So, yay. But, yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed. It was an easy fight, for sure. And as we get higher up into the years, you guys know the deal. We just finished 1900 campaign. We will be at the 1910 campaign in the next stream that we do of this. But we lost 1 light cruiser and 6 destroyers for a total of 10,698 tons. They lost 7 battleships, 11 heavy cruisers, 13 light cruisers, 9 destroyers, and 9 torpedo boats for a total of 49 vessels lost for 305,280 tons sunk. We lost 1,727 souls. They lost 20,201. We lost 20 transports. They only lost 5. Explain that to me. That's pretty bullshit. Especially considering we flat out sunk half of their fucking transports in convoys. So, whatever. Either way, we absolutely dominated once again. So, hopefully you guys enjoyed, and if you did, make sure you punch the like button for me. Leave a comment below. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and as always, I will see you in the next video.